Hi, it's Thursday. We're looking a little bit more sporty today. Therefore, we want to introduce a new model to you, something that we are introducing here on IMTS in Chicago in the States, and it's called our V-18DM. So it's our vertical tilt frame saw. It's the first off. I'm going to take you a little bit more closer into the machine. So when it comes to capacity, this machine in millimeters can cut up until 710 millimeter high, 445 millimeter in depth, which is basically 28 inch in the height and 18 inch in the width. It can go in two angles, so 60 degrees to the left, 60 degrees to the right. For fabrication work, construction work, cutting of pipes, cutting of square tubes. In the States, this is basically the model that is the most popular. So you see also horizontal double miter saws, but the most that you see in the States in workshops is the vertical tilt frame. That's the reason why we developed it. I'm going to take you a little bit more up to the build of the machine. So when you look into the head, so this head is a massive solid head, which is created actually a little bit overdone, a little bit too rigid, but it's good because when you build it rigid, you know that you also can tension it. What we see on other machines is that the tension is not be able to possible to the exact tension that you need for a blade, and therefore also the cutting is a little bit unstable. What you also see is this big boy over here. Special to this machine and also unique to the market is that it's servo driven in the angle, and it's also servo driven in the feet. So I'm going to take you a little bit more up to the back. Over here you see the servo for the feet. So there's a ball screw running over here, two linear guides on the left side and on the right side of the machine. Very sturdy frame, and the frame is sliding over the linear guides up and forth, so up and back over a ball screw through a servo drive, a servo motor. Basically, this is very important, makes it very unique and also very accurate. Going to take you a little bit more back to the front. So, very important also to know about a tilt frame is because it is servo, we can also program the material exactly like it needs to be cutting. So, for example, we have here a square tube. The square tube is put like this on the machine. When you are coming here in the beginning of the material, we can say, okay, we cut a little bit slower, less pressure, then we go into the material, we cut faster, we come in the back of the material, we cut a little bit slower again. This is to save the blade life. So you don't need counter pressure anymore. The servo really can be programmed because we program also the material in the control. So this makes the advantage of using a servo with a ball screw very, very accurate cutting. Looking on the top of the machine, something that we stand for is ease of operation. Ease of operation means we work with operators. They need to be able to operate the machine very easily. We always use the combination of buttons together with the touchscreen. Going to open up the control cabinet, something that is not unusual that you've seen also in other videos. What do we have here? It's pretty simple. We have the inverter for the blade speed. We have for the angle setting the big servo drive. For the feed setting we have the small servo drive. We have our PLC. In this case we use Delta. And all the other components are German made. What you also see is the double line checking for the safety, CE, and everything is neatly labeled and installed into the cabinet like it should be. On the bottom of the machine, you see a bin for the chips. So this bin is optional. We can slide it out, we can slide it in to clean the chips out. Basically, this was the introduction of our very first V-18DM. This machine comes As a semi-automatic model, like this one, it will also be upgraded with a 2-meter gripper, also servo feed, but that's for the next video.